Welcome to the Lovecars on the Grid podcast, your global motorsport roundup with me, Tiff Needell, and Paul Woodman.
But still no Paul, which means more Hamilton.
More of me.
And a massive mass to talk about.
Oh, haven't we ever? I'm excited for this.
Las Vegas turned up all sorts of stuff, and not just the plank,
The plank of wood.
but also a Formula One Academy. The ladies had their Formula One Academy queen decided at Vegas. So it was extra racing, but we should start at the finish.
Okay.
And then go back to the start.
That's fine, we can do that.
Finish with
We'll finish with the wood.
the plank.
With the plank. Excellent. There we are.
And so, you understand fully about the plank? Do
No.
you really understand the plank?
I understand about the thickness and everything else, but I don't really, so I'm excited to hear about it.
So the plank is fore and aft in the car.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
At the front, the ride height, it's like 30 millimetres off the track.
Okay.
30 millimetres.
That's low.
That's
Really
how
low.
low the ride height is, the car's ride height. And it can rise to about 80
Okay. Oh, right. Okay.
maximum.
Is that
That's my finger.
right?
So
okay.
the maximum height off the ground Formula One cars run is about a finger's
right.
worth that much.
So the tolerances we're talking about here are
Exactly.
tiny.
Now, under the plank, they're allowed these titanium skid blocks.
Right.
But they're actually embedded in the plank, as far as I can work out. They don't stand proud. They're
Okay.
sort of the first bit. And they're supposedly try to reduce the damage to the wood.
To the
plank.
wood. Is that what sparks?
Yeah, that's the sparking
That's
bit.
the sparking bit.
But they're sort of flush. I think they start flush with the plank. So they wear down with the plank.
Yep.
Now, the McLaren normally is quite nose down.
Okay.
So people were quite surprised when the back was sparking.
Okay.
Because the whole point was that they had no FP3. They missed out at the end of FP3. Both cars at the garage, they qualified, they were 19th and 20th fastest.
That's right.
They missed out on some running time. It was wet and slippy and green track. So setting the ride out for the race was obviously a bit of a gamble.
Yeah.
Because the lower your plank in the car,
Yes.
the more grip you get.
Yeah.
So if you lower a bit more the back, you'll get more rear end grip. So they're probably
Yeah.
hoping for a bit more rear end grip for traction around
Right.
the street circuit.
Yeah.
But if it wears down, it starts off, it's 10 millimetres thick, the plank.
Okay.
That's
This-
half the thickness.
Half the thickness of this one.
This
right.
is
Just
a
to
fat plank.
give everyone an idea.
So it's a little thin plank on the bottom of the car. But if it starts 10 millimetres fat,
Yeah.
and if it loses 1 millimetre or more,
Right.
it's illegal.
Right.
So you imagine, all this had to do was scrape a millimetre off the bottom of it, and you're disqualified. That is how tight the plank rule is.
So how were they disqualified? Were they disqualified because their car was too low and then
yeah, they'd run it too low.
they ran it too low and
risked it, didn't they?
the plank had worn down that little bit
Yeah.
too much? And how much had it? It was 1 millimetre that it had worn.
Well, more than one.
It was just more than
Because
one.
I don't know the exact
Okay.
scrutineer's thing.
That's interesting.
But it's just when you think how small
I know.
you wear a minute. It's only sitting 3 or 4,
Yeah.
sitting between 30 and 80 off
80.
the ground.
Can we talk about what the knock-on effect of that is now as far as the points? So we're
Well,
going to talk
I'll
about that
get to- I've got
later.
them
We'll
written
get to
down
that
here.
later.
We'll get in a minute. But I'm just going to go through the history of the plank.
Let's do it.
Bit of history, people like.
Love
scene
it.
Setting.
Let's do it.
So the plank was introduced, I think it was 1994.
Okay.
And it's incredible how few times, when you think how close that is.
Yeah.
And the chances, and you see how sparks come out all the time.
All the time.
But that's only a tiny multi-millimetre of
Yeah.
titanium sparking. It's
Yeah.
not really hardly. It's probably the track that's with the sparks. So all these years, there's been about 6 disqualifications. And you would have
Only
thought there'd be
6?
loads.
There'd be
I
loads. You think it'd be
know.
every other
'Cause
race.
You see them bouncing up and down, hitting the
No
ground.
way.
So Schumacher lost the win in the Belgian Grand Prix in 1994. It was the first disqualification for a plank.
Oh gosh.
Olivier Panis, same year, 1994, lost a 9th place finish in Portugal.
Okay.
Then there was 6, 7, 8, 9 years with no plank
No plank
disqualification
issues.
until Lewis with his Mercedes and Leclerc and his Ferrari both
Okay.
got done in the 2023 US Grand Prix.
Okay. In
And
the
that
same
sort of thing.
race.
Yeah, same race.
Interesting.
So again, the track was a bit bumpy.
Yeah.
Remember they all complained about coach. They all said the circuit of the Americas
Yes.
was too bumpy. They were,
Yeah.
Formula One drivers moan about any bumps at all. In fact, Alonso, I made a note here, he had a bad race and he qualified about 9th or 10th, finished 13th.
Yeah.
And if he has a bad race and he's not on the podium, he'll have to make sure, hello press,
Yeah.
talk to me, I've got something to talk about. So he said the track is not Formula One standard surface and it's not smooth enough. So and this is what they want. This Formula 1. They want this grippy, beautiful, perfect, and it bounces. To my mind, the low grip Las Vegas with some bumps is what we're more of.
Yeah, it was more entertaining of a
Make
race.
them run higher ride heights.
Yes.
So they don't wear out
The plank. The plank.
And if they run higher ride heights, they've got less grip.
Yeah.
It's more drivers. So we want more. Sorry, Fernando, but no, I want bumpier
We
tracks.
do. We
less
do.
grip.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then this year, so 2023, Lewis and Leclerc, Mercedes and Ferrari, two mates, and this year Lewis, of course, in China.
Yes,
lost his
I was
sixth
going to
place
say
with
it
the plank,
happened earlier
and
this year.
Hulkenberg in Bahrain. So 2 this year.
Okay.
2 in 1994, 2 in 2023, and just 2 this year. It's incredible. You can't believe it. I always thought. So the funny thing was, we knew something was up.
Yes.
Because Lando suddenly started dropping back to George, dropping back to virtually to George.
Yeah.
The commentators started thinking he's out of fuel.
Yeah.
Because another regulation that people have been caught out by.
Oh, if they have
to have 1 litre left.
That's right.
Because they need to test it to make sure the fuel's.
That's right.
So everyone sort of said, "Oh, it must be the fuel issue."
Yeah.
And yet I noticed, because I was worried now, because I'm worried now.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
God, Lando's-
We are Lando fans.
We're
We
Lando-
have said.
sorry,
we have said this. We have.
So we're thinking, oh, this is it. He's that close now to the champion.
Yeah. He's got it. He's got it.
And all
It's
of a
there.
sudden, his arm.
All of a sudden, it's way back.
So I was worried then that they'll all go to scrutineering.
Yes.
Because the team were worried about something.
Yeah.
Commentators said fuel.
Yeah.
And you could tell Lando's body language.
He knew something was up.
Yes.
He knew something was up.
He got out the car.
He was.
Got weighed.
Yeah.
Said hello to people.
Yeah.
You could tell he
You
was
could.
waiting.
You could.
Because he knew.
He knew something was up.
And the reason they slowed him down wasn't fuel in the end. It was to stop hitting
sparking.
the flank
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
So, and of course it goes back to Leclerc. Wasn't it? They run in Hungary or something where he's really quick in the first 2 stints, and the last stint they put more pressure in his rear tyres to stop him hitting the plank.
So much, yeah.
And they used lifting and coasting again, which is, you always think that's fuel saving, but not. You lift and coast. When you hit the brakes, you don't
Squat.
because you brake a lot just on the aero.
Yeah, for sure.
Sucking you back.
Yeah.
And then when you hit the brakes, you don't hit the ground so hard.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. Unbelievable. And so the points now go.
This is the knock-on effect now, because Lando, he didn't have it in the bag, but he was.
He's still got a 24-point lead.
Yes.
24 points, yeah.
Yeah.
So he can finish second,
and he'll be fine.
He'll still.
But if he had any kind of issue, mechanical or pilot error, as it were, and Max won and got 25 points, that's it.
Behind.
Max, exactly.
We'll go to Abu Dhabi equal on point.
I can't believe it's this close. How is it this close? We thought he had it.
Can't go. Whereas Paul and Oscar now equal with the papaya rules.
Yes.
The Aussies won't like this.
No.
There may have to be team orders for Oscar to obey.
Don't say it. I hate team orders.
Oscar having another bad weekend, of course, all going wrong. And
Yeah.
he was caught him quoting somewhere. He says he can't remember writing it, doesn't he? Have you read that?
No, I didn't see that.
He says the team are favouring Lando.
Oh.
Somewhere they say.
Of course he's going to say that.
Of course he's going to say that.
Yeah.
But it is so tight now.
Yeah.
So we're going off to Qatar, where we've got a sprint race.
Yep.
Qatar, oh goodness, because they always had this huge tyre wear in Qatar.
Okay. Is that from the heat?
Lots of very fast
corners.
non-stop,
Okay.
really fast. 'Cause it's another track I hate. It's another stupid circuit because it's one long straight.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. No, there's only one place to overtake.
by the
And
time you get to the straight,
yeah,
you're too far
back
for
because you've
DRS.
had all the corners. Yeah, exactly.
But they're amazingly challenging corners. The trouble is, a lot of drivers think they love a circuit. They love Suzuka. I've driven a lot of Suzuka racing.
have?
Suzuka
Yes.
because on your own, it's a fantastic challenge. And I think Qatar's got these really quick corners
Yeah.
that drivers like.
Yeah.
But you can't overtake. Suzuka is not even a huge long straight.
No.
So I mean, overtaking at Suzuka is even worse than Qatar. But
Yeah.
so they go to Qatar because of this tyre wear. They've got a maximum number of laps
Okay.
for red, yellow, white tyres.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So it's a compulsory two-stopper.
Okay.
You're going to have to stop.
You have to stop twice.
Everyone
Right. There's no other way around it.
No, and you can't run. And the lap count for the tyres includes whenever you use it in qualifying, or
Okay.
FP1, FP2.
Yeah.
Whenever you use the tyres, the life of the tyre begins.
Okay. That makes sense.
So in qualifying, you probably want to do one lap on your yellows to get into Q3 if you can.
If you can, yeah.
If you have to put a second set on,
Yeah.
you're taking 3 laps or 2 laps out of that tyre. So
Yeah.
a lot of aggro Qatar.
Yeah.
But it should be a good track for the McLarens. It is sort of a good track. So we await. We await. Now it's only 4 days away.
Yeah. Can we talk about the first corner? Are we going to circle back to that?
We're going to circle back.
We'll circle back to that. Fine.
We're going to start at the end and then.
Yes, we. Oh, you did. Sorry, that's my mistake. I'm too excited.
Bring a little one little bit of music because there's a lot of stuff going on.
Is this Christian?
Yes.
Is it? I'm so excited. I really am. This is the best news.
So there is big rumours that Aston Martin, because they've fallen out. Well, their team principal Andy Cowell's fallen out with Newey apparently. Gossip. That's what I've read. Other people have written this, not just me.
Okay, fine, no problem.
And so people are saying they're going to Christian Horner.
Yeah.
Lance Stroll, Daddy Stroll. What's his daddy's name?
Lawrence
Stroll.
Stroll.
He wants to buy anything he can.
Of course.
Really.
Yeah, for his son.
But can you see it then?
Can I see it? I can, to be honest with you. I think Horner is keen to get back into the mix. He's keen to get back into the mix, and I think you're absolutely right. I think Lawrence is going to just throw his checkbook at anything he can, which, hey, it's Formula One. There's nothing wrong with that. It's fine. There's no issue. It's not a criticism. I had the pleasure of meeting Christian Horner a couple of years ago, and it was in amongst when everything was going wrong, and I have to say he was nothing but a gent.
Yes,
so
I've met him many times.
I've known
him for 10, 20 years.
Fine. So I really love it. We are Lando fans. Go on.
He comes with a lot of baggage.
There is some baggage.
So for the PR for the company Aston Martin,
are
you sure you want this slightly tarnished name?
Sure.
And more importantly,
guess
which driver Mr. Stroll would like to hire?
Gosh, I don't know. Hamilton? No, it wouldn't be Hamilton.
Best driver in the
not
world,
Max.
probably.
Not Max. They can't have Max if they're going to have Christian, can they?
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough.
If he hires Christian,
Max will be off the table.
He won't have Max.
Can they afford Max? Can Aston Martin afford Max? Well, I suppose they can actually. That's a good point. No, they can actually. Yeah, they can.
So anyway, that was a bit of the gossip that came for the weekend.
Yeah.
So now we go back to the beginning then.
Let's do it.
For a funny weekend too, Cole. Funny enough, I noticed on the telly when the race started, it said sold out crowd.
Okay.
And there's a lot of feedback I've had through travel companies that they were giving things away and halving prices and panicking and they hadn't sold hotels and it's the bubble is perhaps
starting to burst.
Because the people that live in Vegas don't like Formula One, which doesn't.
Of course, it ruins their commute, I imagine, for those
they're
days.
A bit bored with it and it disrupts the normal Vegas. So there's a little bit of rumour that but I think they had their third year in the original contract and I think they've got an option on another 8.
Right.
Because Formula One or Liberty, they own that entire bit of real estate in the middle.
Right.
They've built the pit garages are actually built, and they've got indoor kart tracks. So it's sort of a hub.
Okay.
So they own all that. So they've invested so much money.
Yeah.
Maybe Fernando won't go back till they resurface the track, which that will cost him a few millions. Well, who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
So anyway, so it was a bit of a weird week. And then all the weather and it's cold. They always complain the drivers that it's too cold.
I heard something else on this as well. I heard, because apparently you can access CCTV cameras around Las Vegas for free online. And instead of people going on and actually paying for the subscription to watch the race, they were actually logging on to the CCTV cameras to see who was in what position.
Like
this happened.
Like a film director.
Yeah, literally. Camera this. This happened. So not only is the bubble burst, but I think people are actually finding ways around the bubble as well.
So anyway, so FP3, McLaren's didn't finish the session because they had problems.
Yep.
And the first 3 were George, Max and Alex Albon.
Yes.
And I'm such a fan of Alex Albon.
Yeah.
But as the day progresses, or the 2 days, it would turn out to be another Alex Albon shoot himself in the foot. And so
happens.
much promise. And then it doesn't happen.
Is it pressure?
I don't know with Alex, but it always seems to just... things go wrong. Someone else takes him out.
Yeah, that's happened.
He always seems to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So FP3 we had the first 3 with George, Max and Albon. Then in Q1 we had for about, I think it's the first time ever.
Yeah.
They wanted to put the blue tyres on.
Yeah.
They actually wanted to use these wet tyres that get so rubbished, useless,
So quickly, yeah.
They have a pace car where it's too wet, and as soon as it's not wet, it's wet enough to race, they put on the green
tyres, yeah.
So anyway, Q1 was in wets. Out went Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, no.
We're talking about Alex Albon having a bad time.
Yeah.
Lewis just whatever he does.
And he had the audacity to have that really crystallised helmet put on.
Oh, no.
Just made it so much worse.
Stupid
what
helmet
were you
designs.
thinking? Oh, dear.
Oh, have you had out the money they must spend on helmets?
I know.
And colour scheme. The
I know.
cars.
And the cars.
Team mechanics love having to re-flipping...
Yep.
No, is that in the motorsport budget?
Don't know.
Because the cost of redesigning, because they have to pay designers,
Of course.
200 grand probably to design a new
Probably.
car scheme. and
Yeah.
then
I bet it's a £1 million
wraps
check after it's all said and done.
per each race. They keep on having to put another.
That's right.
And of course, he had this thing where the commentators said he's started another lap because he just got to now the checkered flag and the timing beam.
Yeah.
It's the beginning. The finish line is always at the back of the grid.
Yeah.
Why they do that, I've asked some officials. I never know.
Okay.
Silverstone has it. Monza has it. And so the whole beauty to me was when you come out the last corner and you race to the line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, so many circuits, the start line is where you want to race to.
Yeah.
Especially Monza, it's
Yes.
quite a long straight.
Yeah.
But timing beams and finishing lines up at the beginning of the grid.
corner. Yeah, which doesn't make a lot of
I
sense.
haven't worked that out ever.
No.
Please comment.
If someone knows,
we
do
don't
let
get
us
many
know.
comments, but if you've got a decent answer as to why,
Put it there. Hit the like
I mean,
button as well.
Why?
Yeah.
I'm not going to think about it now. So he crossed this timing beam.
Yes.
But then he was halfway down the grid, heading towards what would be the start line.
Start line,
Well, the red
yeah.
lights came on. Well, because the checkered flag was out.
Okay.
But surely the red lights don't come on all the way around the circuit. Another thing I didn't know. So if you're halfway around that, if the red light comes on the start of the grid area, then I presume they go on all the way around the track.
I don't know.
But if you're halfway around, so Lewis was actually able to start and do another lap.
Right.
He did say afterwards that the tyres were useless, had no grip.
course,
He
of course.
had a cone under his nose as well. I never
Yeah,
guessed
of
that.
course. Yeah.
So Lewis, he's never qualified 20th in his life.
No, it doesn't make an awful lot of sense, really. But anyway.
Yuki 19th, no grip. The
great.
team keep on apologising for Yuki. Whether they're going to try and get him in next year or not, I don't know.
No.
But they said they put the wrong pressures in.
Okay.
Can happen.
Right. Can happen.
I'm thinking of Yuki. Another thing in the news today.
Yeah.
A really good Japanese kid who raced over here in Formula 2. He had 5 Formula 2 wins. Ayumi Iwasa.
Okay.
Who was a Red Bull boy.
Right.
Finished 4th, I think, in the F2, but ended in no spot with Red Bull. So he went back to Japan to
Yep.
Super Formula. He won the championship.
Oh, cool.
Last weekend.
Oh, cool.
So, having won the Super Formula Championship in Japan, he could be another Red Bull choice of the pool.
Okay. Of potential
So we've
drivers.
got Lawson and we've got Yuki and
Yeah.
we've got
Hadjar.
and we've got maybe Iwasa.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
And then maybe the British kids, what's his name? Landrup, what's his name? Anyway. Arvin Lindblad. We've got Arvin Lindblad. Everyone's saying he's
Right.
going to be in it.
Yeah.
So anyway, so there's now about 5 names going around. Red Bull saying we might not let our drivers know until after the last race of the championship.
Okay.
So the Red Bull, the only seats left in Formula 1. So Yuki 19th again. Bortoletto seems to have lost his plot slightly.
Yeah, he has
off
a bit.
The boil.
Yep.
He was out.
Yep.
Antonelli out.
Out. Yeah.
The point about that session was it was every lap the track was getting quicker, or you got used to the tyres and the
Yes.
puddles were going away.
Yeah.
And Antonelli just said he locked up on the last lap, locked the fronts up.
Right.
Slid, I don't remember that escape road, but he lost the lap because when it's only a 10th or 2 or 3 tenths. One
Right.
lock up and slide.
That's it. You're done. Yeah. You're done.
And of course, Alex Albon, who hit the wall. He'd been
Yes.
frustrated. He had yellow flags and missed some laps and
Yeah.
traffic and everything's
Yeah.
going wrong. Right, this is the lap. I'm clear.
Yeah.
And then you give it a little bit extra squeeze. to
And
the
it's
throttle.
just
Bang.
and gone. Yeah. Yeah.
So a funny lot to lots. So we lost Lewis, Yuki, Bortoletto, Antonelli, and Albon.
Albon, yeah.
Out in Q2 goes Colapinto.
Yeah.
Also seems to have got a bit slower since he's got the contract signed for next year.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to be as close to Gasly as he was because Gasly ended up qualifying 10th, didn't he? So Colapinto went out, Behrman and Ocon went out. The Hussies weren't that good in the wet. In fact, Stroll then went out. And that was a shame for Stroll.
Yeah.
The much decried Lance Stroll
No, I know.
somehow has the ability to go quite fast.
Quite fast, yeah.
When it's low grip.
Grip. Yeah. He's good in the wet.
He led the not Israeli Grand Prix. Was it Istanbul?
Budapest.
What country were we in?
Turkey.
That great, Turkish
Yeah, Turkey.
Grand Prix. That
Turkish
great
Grand
track.
Prix, yeah.
And he led it for a long way because he started at the front.
Yeah. He's good in the wet.
Yeah, anyway, he was third fastest
Yeah.
in
I know.
in FP3.
Yeah.
No, sorry, in Q1 he was fourth in
Q1.
Q1, so he went out on the blue tires like everybody else. But
Yeah.
for some reason, him and his team
Really
went
quick.
Inters, went
Really,
Inters.
really quick. Yeah.
Threw it away. Qualified 12th.
Oh, I
instead.
see. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
So he was the only one that went out and tried the Inters
Yeah.
for Q2
Yeah.
and blew it.
Didn't work.
And then who else went out? Hulkenberg was 11th.
Right.
Q3, they all went out of the green tires. Everyone
Lando
now.
in
But again,
Q3.
Again, the track getting quicker and quicker.
Quicker, yeah.
And Lando at the
He
end.
smashed it.
What a lap.
It was
What
a hell of a lap. It was
What
brilliant.
a lap.
Yeah.
Max, of course, you expect.
Of course, yeah, naturally. Yeah, definitely.
And then
Yep.
Sainz third, proving that Williams had the pace, which Albon spat into a wall.
He did, yeah. I would love to see some more of Carlos Sainz up in the podiums. I really would.
Or maybe Williams will have the magic answer for next year.
I think they possibly
Who
will.
knows?
They
Who
possibly
knows?
will. They're doing a full. Speaking of liveries, I think they're doing a full redesign, aren't they, Williams, for next year? I heard mutterings of that.
No, they've gone back to their original W.
Oh, have they? Oh, is that what they've done? Oh, I thought it was a whole thing.
Marketing,
Of
PR.
course,
Let's
naturally.
paint some Ferraris black and say they're Cadillacs and go out and do some testing. Learning nothing but doing a bit of PR.
PR,
The Cadillacs
absolutely.
are coming. The Cadillacs are coming.
They're coming.
They look
They're
like
coming.
Batman, but they look coming.
They are coming.
So yeah, Behrman and Hulkenberg went out. All went out on Inters. Lando amazing. Max second.
Yep.
Sainz, as we just said.
Yep.
George fourth. George is always fourth. I think he's always
Yeah,
fourth.
yeah, he's comfy and fourth.
He
Yeah,
had a steering problem. I know he said in qualifying, then he had it in the race. Which it goes a bit stiff when he's turning an opposite lock or something he doesn't like, and that maybe held him back. Because he won the race last year. He dominated Las Vegas last year, George. Oscar fifth, still struggling, not really on Lando's pace. Lawson got a good sixth to outdo Hadjar in eighth.
Yeah, not bad.
One out for Lawson, trying to get the Red Bull drive.
not bad.
Fernando in between them, then Leclerc ninth, Ferrari, no grip, low grip, low tyres.
Yeah.
Ferraris and Gasly 10th. Then the race, tense. No
Here we go. This is it then,
first
guys.
Corner,
This is it.
horrible, too tight.
This is it. So what? Let's talk about because the first corner I think is what people are going to be very, very interested in. So Lando was interested in getting that inside line, so much so he missed his braking mark. What happened?
Yes,
That's what happened.
I still don't know why we've stuck to this. Because you remember when Senna took out Prost to win the world championship?
Yes, happened. Yeah,
that's because he wanted to start on the left-hand side of the grid.
Yeah, because there's more grip.
Up until about then, well, it depends where the racing line is. It depends if the first corner's a right or a left.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it depends whether the drive.
In the case of Senna, it was because that had more
Suzuka,
grip.
yeah.
So,
Everyone ran on the left-hand side, it's the straight.
That's right.
But they put them on the right-hand side where nobody ever drives.
Right, because it's all just rubber and crap.
So before that year, I think, the pole man, just the pole man could pick which side.
Okay.
Not the whole grid behind you.
Right.
Just the front row. The pole man could decide which side he wanted.
Okay.
Until eventually they said, no, pole man would always be on the inside
Okay.
of turn one.
Okay.
And yet the classic one in Vegas is that the inside is the dirty line.
The dirty
with
line,
the left-hander coming up.
Of course.
So although Lando had the cleaner line,
Yeah.
but he was,
He wanted to be elsewhere, and he missed his
but how
braking
many
mark.
times, almost every Grand Prix,
Yeah.
the first thing the pole man ever seems to want to do
Yeah.
is move
over.
across.
I know. It really does. Are they blocking though? Is that what it? No.
I want to get the inside.
You want to get that way.
But then let's put pole back on the inside.
Yeah,
let's
would
have
make
a vote
sense.
amongst Grand Prix drivers. It
Yeah.
hasn't been changed since Senna put Prost off.
Really? All those
Nobody
years.
seems to think about it, and yet every time.
Yeah. And that caused him to miss his braking mark. He then ran wide.
First up, I'm not sure whether he would have got away with a protest from Max for chopping when he was inside, because Max had to lift.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
And when I saw it happen, I thought, oh, God,
Yeah, this is going to be a penalty.
This could be a penalty.
Penalty, yeah. I thought the same. Yeah, I did think the same.
Max had to lift, but I mean, it's so tight to be able to tell in your mirrors. And then, of course, he's getting up against a wall.
Yeah, yeah.
He's gone past the 50-metre board.
Way past
So
it.
all you've got is this huge car park ahead of you.
Yeah.
No reference to anything.
No.
So almost inevitably, Lando's so obsessed with braking later.
Yeah.
And when you saw when he did Max brake along before it, I think
Yeah.
Max saw it coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Max actually backed away from Lando's. Lando
did.
was sailing straight on.
Yeah. He didn't understeer as much as I thought he was going to, actually. I know he went
Well,
quite well off. Yeah, he didn't go as
but
far
he was
off.
bleeding it.
He was.
He was just not putting too much.
Not
lock
too
on,
much.
which would cause a spin.
Would cause a spin, yeah. So
he
he's just...
drove it out.
Yeah. He actually did it. He recovered reasonably
But then
well.
George got him as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas behind, oh God.
I know. What happened? I wasn't even looking. I was more focused on Lando, to be honest.
So we had this amazing thing where, well, first it was poor old Lawson,
Yeah.
blotting his copy, but having just got ahead of Hadjar.
Yeah.
He gets too greedy, goes up, brakes too late, slams into Oscar.
Yeah.
Amazingly fortunate with Oscar.
Yeah.
That it was a complete wheel-on-wheel
Yeah.
bang. So
Yeah.
Oscar didn't even complain afterwards. Had any damage, which quite surprised me.
Crazy.
But certainly Lawson picked up a bit of damage that
Yeah.
dropped him back. But then behind them, it was Bortoletto.
Mm-hmm.
Bortoletto from, where did he lined up? I've written it down.
6th? No.
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 12th.
12th, sorry.
18th place.
18th. Oh, gosh.
18th
Oh, yes, of course.
on the grid.
Yeah.
Coming down the pit wall.
Yeah.
Didn't seem to realise everybody else was beginning to slow down.
Yeah.
So he's on the dirty side with a tighter corner. half locks up.
Yeah.
And you like this line I've written.
Go on.
And he lanced.
Nice. Like it.
Lance.
He's got the jokes. He has got the jokes.
And worse still, that having bounced into Lance,
yeah.
and Lance was the only car to retire actually from all this shimology going on. They both then clamped into the back of Gasly.
Yeah.
He Bortoletto's teammate.
Yeah.
So Gasly, having finally qualified 10th, got spun round.
It wasn't good, was it?
Bortoleto.
It was pretty poor.
It was pretty. And of course, he's had those problems in Brazil, when of
Yeah.
course his home Grand Prix,
Yes.
Bortoleto, and he
Yes,
crashed twice.
of course, because he was doing all of
The
that.
second crash, interestingly, on the start of the Grand Prix itself,
Yeah.
was when Lance squeezed Bortoleto into the wall. So amazing, Lance,
Yeah.
who from this time was innocent,
Yeah.
afterwards, because Bortoleto didn't blame Lance eventually.
Yeah.
Well, initially he said, I've been
It
put in
was-
the wall
yeah,
by
it
Lance,
was a
I've been
bit-
put in
yeah.
the wall by Lance.
Yeah.
And when he looked back at it,
He goes, okay, maybe it wasn't.
So Stroll just said, nah, it's motor racing.
Motor
He was
racing,
more worried, Lance, about the fact he had to spend 40 minutes, but he couldn't get back to the pits.
Pits,
because he was
yeah.
the wrong side of the
Well, he had
security.
champagne probably waiting, I would have thought.
But then behind him, everybody was hitting everybody.
Yeah, for
There were
sure.
bits of not glass fiber.
Yeah, carbon fibre.
Flying
fibre.
everywhere. And
Yeah.
I think half the field from then on were crippled.
Yes, they were, yeah.
They were,
Picking
I've
up
got
all,
less aero,
yeah,
I've
all
got
of this and
poor
that, yeah.
bits of me bodywork are
Yes.
broken. You've got to knock a little bit of carbon fibre.
And you're going to lose a bit of downforce, aren't you? Yeah, for
The
sure.
organisers got upset because the sweepers were out and then taken to. Oh, they get too fussy about. Well, that fuss they made about was it Lawson in Mexico, when he came round the corner
Yes.
as a marshal.
Yeah.
They're waving 2 yellow flags, not
Flags.
1 yellow flag.
No,
they're
2.
waving 2 yellow
Flags, yeah.
And all the team radio would have seen yellows at turn 1, you know. So,
Yeah.
And they weren't on the track. They
No.
were just in that debris area, just
Yeah,
taking some bits away.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
If you start throwing safety cars on full course,
But that's the American way, isn't it? Because if someone were to get hurt and someone got sued...
every time I tweet this at all, everyone says, "Oh, Tiff, don't forget Suzuka, where that poor Monegasque kid was killed
Oh, no.
under a wave yellow."
I know. No, I know.
When he aquaplaned off, he was out on intermediates.
Yeah, no,
during a
that's fair.
thunderstorm. It
Yeah.
was a full course
Yeah,
yellow.
yeah.
And he was trying to go a bit quicker in
Yeah.
those conditions.
Yeah.
And so, but
Yeah.
yeah, remember that, Tiff. Remember that. Can't
Yeah,
be too
that's
so
what they
quite
say.
nice on
That's
the
what they
track.
say. Fair enough.
So not Nasli, yes, and yeah, he was the only retirement. I think a couple of retired later on. I think Bortoleto gave up the fight, and
Yeah.
then Albon gave up.
Albon.
He clobbered Hamilton Lewis.
Oh,
didn't he?
God, yes, he
Tried to
did.
do
Yeah, he
too
did.
late manoeuvre when he came
He
up the
did.
pits and fresh
Yeah, he
tyres.
did.
So then it was quite a boring race from then on the normal.
Yeah.
Except was the bit in the middle, Leclerc,
Yes.
Piastri,
Yes.
Hadjar,
Yeah.
Antonelli.
They
A lot of entertaining,
Yeah.
close, not overtaking much.
No.
Plenty of tension.
No. But then
Flaps open.
But then obviously we did have a fairly exciting towards the finish. It was quite close there at the finish.
Kimi was the driver of the day. Almost.
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
Kimi, who mid-season us and many others criticised, he was a bit of a disappointment.
Yeah.
He's not really got it. But crack it. I mean, of course, he got a third place in the end. He got
Yeah.
a podium.
Yeah.
And the fact that he eked out that extra 5 seconds, got
Yes.
a penalty for a jump start.
Yeah.
Went 5 seconds ahead of Sainz to get the place and held off Leclerc. So I would have thought he was almost driver of the race for me, Kimi, I think. Lewis got up to 8th because he missed. Well, he got up to about, when did he get on the first lap? I think he got up to about 10th on the first lap.
Yes.
I wrote it down somewhere. Where did he get to?
Can't say.
12th. No,
12th.
Lance. 12th was Lance. No, not 12th.
Lance was 12.
I've forgotten where he got to. Anyway, he got up to 8th in the end, Lewis, and then the two Hassies gained points. They had no points. They were 11th and 12th, but
Right.
they got 9th and 10th.
Yeah. Nice.
They didn't have a good race. Behrman had some moments when he was quite quick up the leaderboard, but didn't seem to have
Yeah.
it in the end.
Yeah. So all the excitement was
So-
at the beginning, at the middle, and then after the race finished. After the race, that was when there was a lot of excitement. A lot of excitement.
A lot of criticism because then Mickey Mouse doing the
Oh, on the
conductor
for the fountains of the
and
was it the Bellagio? I think
What are they doing to our Formula One?
Yeah,
Making it
it's fine. It's
Mickey
Vegas.
Mouse.
It's okay. It's all right. It's Walt Disney. It's fine.
But it is a bit Mickey Mouse.
It is a bit Mickey Mouse. Yeah, I know, but it's Vegas. Vegas is a bit Mickey Mouse.
Well, yeah.
It's a bit of Tinseltown,
Not yet.
Yeah. Well, let them do it. Whatever.
So the future of Vegas, who knows?
Who
But
knows?
It's not the best of tracks.
But it proved exciting with a bit of wet.
Well, yes.
A little bit.
Actual rates, they're all fairly spread out.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's fair.
Nobody
Point.
challenged Max.
No, that's
George
true.
fell back. And,
Yeah.
yeah. Controversy.
controversy. The plank, guys.
Remember the plank.
But hopefully some of you will now actually understand a little bit more about the plank, because there's stuff that I didn't know about that as well. So thank you for that, Tiff. We appreciate it.
Formula 1 Academy had their final round.
Okay, yeah.
And it has to be fair, they've had some quite good races this year, and there's a pack of 4 that are in their second year. They were always competitive, and they had some really good runs. Because Dorian Pan, who's championship leader, Maya Verg, who was championship second, trying to win it on the last round, Chloe Chambers, and England's Alicia Palmowski have been really close this year.
Cool.
There's been some good races. But the star of this weekend was this 16-year-old Danish girl, Alba Larsen.
Okay.
Little Danish, and she qualified third. So she joined the pack of 4, as it were.
Okay, I recognise the name. Would I recognise the name, Larson?
No, you're thinking of 5.
Oh, am I?
My NASCAR. Finally.
Oh, yes, I am
Finally,
thinking. Yes,
my
I am.
NASCAR
It's starting to sink in.
influence.
Sorry. Carry on. Sorry, I'm
Right.
cross-pollinating here. Go on. Yeah.
Of course, Kyle Larsen.
Yeah, Carl Larson, of course.
Not Danish at all.
No, no relation.
And not female either.
No.
So anyway, the reverse grid race first. And Holland's Nina Gademan got pole position. But they had a rolling start because it was wet. So they didn't go for a standing start. They were obviously going around getting used to the wet. And unfortunately, Maya Verg, who was the only one that could catch a pound for the championship, somehow clobbered into the back of the car in front while they were all weaving. And she said the car in front braked. They're sort of getting near the start line, or maybe very up towards the start line.
Yeah.
They're all weaving and put herself out the race.
Oh, gosh.
Pretty much ruined her championship chances.
Yeah.
But Larson, who was 6th on the grid, reverse grid,
Okay.
came through to take the lead.
Right.
And she was just on it, slippery conditions.
Honest.
Maybe the day
Love
the
it.
famous Danish ice racing, growing up on ice.
Of course, so slippery
But then
surfaces
coming
again.
out the penultimate corner, she just tagged the wall.
Right.
I mean, we didn't really see it 'cause it was such a small tag. They
Yeah.
came to the flat out last corner.
Yeah.
where the Grand Prix guys
Puncture,
doing
did she
200
think?
miles an hour.
Right, yeah.
Not in the great thing about it being wet, they were
Right.
having to lift. There was a corner.
Oh, right.
So the easy flat 200 mile an hour corner they love talking about at Vegas.
Yeah.
It was actually
a proper corner. They were coming off, yeah.
Anyway, and so she got there and turned it in the lead.
Yeah.
And the rear right hand was towed out as she hit it.
Oh, right.
So now whether it was luck or incredible Danish skills,
Right.
she then skewed right in front of all the other people
No way.
and turned up 180 degrees and parked it up without hitting it, parked it up against the pit wall.
No way.
Facing the other way.
The other way, no way. Love
But
it.
she was out of the race because she'd bent the suspension.
Of course, yeah.
And it was quite a good. Even then, it was a good race, reverse grid race, and Pan came through on the last lap.
Okay.
Stole Gademan from pole position, and was leading all the way until Pan took the lead and increased her championship lead.
Cool.
The main race was quite an easy. We actually American pole sitter Chloe Chambers won easily.
Cool.
Happy for the Americans.
Good for her. Love it.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah, makes sense.
But it was this brilliant battle for second. It had about 5 cars in it. Palmowski, they finished eventually the order Palmowski, Verg, Larsen and Pan.
Okay.
And they were just at it all the way through. Really good.
So Larson, she did all right then. She came 4th, did she?
Yeah, she battled. But she actually, the amazing thing with Larsen, she was sort of 3rd because she qualified 3rd.
Yes.
And then she sort of got shuffled out. Everyone was going for
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Last race of the year, of course.
Of course, got to do it.
And the 3 of the top 4, not Palmowski, are in their second year, and you only need 2 years.
Okay.
So for some of them, this is my last ever.
So they're going for it. They're hell for leather. Yeah. They're on it. Yep. Love that.
But Larsen's had a drop quite a long way back.
Yeah.
And then closed back up on the pack and started overtaking them. So it was great stuff. Proper racing by the ladies. So Larsen was 4th. Pan finished 5th. But also our Welsh star, Ella Lloyd, qualified batting 10th. But I think she's ahead of the championship points. I think she beat Palmowski for 4th. So she's had some really good runs, and she came out almost caught the front pack and finished 6th.
Cool.
So good for Ella, who's coming back next year.
Yeah.
We should hopefully have Palmowski and Ella Lloyd next year.
We talked about Ella last week as well, didn't we?
Yeah, we couldn't remember her second name.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But honestly, Pan, I've looked on the internet to try and find out. They don't allow anybody to print her height or her weight.
What?
Which is so small. She's a Mercedes.
Right.
Mercedes signed.
Okay.
Potato.
Yeah.
So afterwards, she was
Mercedes
standing
Academy
next
or
to
whatever.
George.
Yeah.
And also Dewberry. Toto.
Oh, Toto.
So George
Well, he was
and
obviously
Toto
very tall.
were here, and she's
Oh no. Really?
when she's got a helmet on, the helmet looks almost the same size as her body.
But that would be great
I mean,
for being a
she's-
racing driver,
she's
though.
So diminutive strength. Is
Oh, yes.
Is she too small?
Is
to
she
have the
too small?
strength to
Okay.
have high G-force.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's won the championship. She now gets a paid-for season They don't know where in some single-seater.
Okay.
But she's gone out into the real world.
Nice.
There's always a problem with the ladies.
Well, we wish her luck, though.
Well,
I'd love to see it. I would love to see it.
Well, hopefully she can do, because of course the last two champions, Marta Garcia, she didn't do well at all in single season. She now did GT racing. And Abby Pulling came actually to the British GB3 and came 10th. So that's not really, you know.
No, it's not up there. It's not
But
up
she's
there.
actually looking now towards Formula E. Because Formula E.
Oh, don't go to E.
I know
Please
some
don't
of
go
that
to
stuff.
E.
I know. Well, yeah, but she's now getting paid money.
Don't go to
She's
E.
not that well-off family, so
Right,
you know,
okay.
but Formula E, of course, at the end of the year, they have to have a session where every team has to run a female driver,
Okay.
2 female drivers,
Cool.
maybe 1 each. And Abby's done it before with Nissan, so she's become so she's now a Nissan PR,
Okay.
and she's their reserve driver, so
Yep.
she's doing the computer stuff.
Oh, similar. Yeah. Oh, the what's up?
Simulators.
Right.
So
Yeah.
So she's now being paid by Nissan. Whether she'll race anything next year or not, I'm waiting to see. But the trouble is, every Formula E team tried the best women that are in the world.
Yes.
And how many of them got offered a racing seat?
Don't know. Wasn't many. No. Oh no. Oh, 0.
So this is the problem. You still got, it's that final, we've got some great women coming through, but none are yet quicker than the men. It's a bit like Jamie Chadwick. So she was announced, was that last week? Did we cover that? So Jamie Chadwick, great news, she's got the reserve drive simulator
Okay.
for the Cadillac Le Mans team.
Oh, okay.
World Endurance Championship. But she won quite a few races last season. She did a season organised by Cadillac because it's their learning season, do the World Championship, and then LMP2 car, the sort of Formula 2.
Okay.
And she won 3 races
Yeah.
with 2 male co-drivers.
Nice.
So, of the 3, which of the 3 have got the race seat for next year?
Yeah.
The 2 men she partnered with. So when you read the book, you think, well, okay, so the 2 men
Yeah.
in the 4 races they won were quicker than Jamie. Jamie's
the
great.
woman.
Jamie's great at telly and commentary.
Yeah.
So, these women are good. They're getting there.
Yeah.
But at this final step,
Yeah.
you look across the world, and there's a lot of men quicker than them at the moment.
At the moment, it will come through. One will come through.
Alba Larson, Emily Lloyd, Pawlowski.
Yeah.
Who might appear?
Yeah. All the Ellas, of which there are several.
We did that game last week.
We did. We did.
So let's hope Abby does get a Nissan Formula E
That'd be cool.
race seat at some stage. It won't be next year, maybe the year after. So that was it. So it was really good racing from the Academy girls.
Nice.
And Pan has been crowned the 3rd Formula 1 Academy champion.
Awesome.
So next weekend, that was everything from Vegas. Any more gossip you've got?
No, it was just the CCTV camera thing that I thought was absolutely fantastic. I really loved the ingenuity of that. I thought it was great.
I just see someone at home now on their little geeky computer going directing.
Yeah. Well, it was.
They've been preset it, wouldn't they?
I'll be honest. A friend of mine called Dean, DGL Drives is his channel. He actually sent me the article for this because he's on it with this sort of stuff. So thank you, Dean. I appreciate it.
So this way, Qatar, here we go.
Yep.
Lando wins the sprint and the Grand Prix.
Yes.
It's all
and
over.
it's done. And it's done. And it's finished. Come on, Lando. Come on. I'm excited.
But if Max is meddling, Oscar has to get in there.
Yeah,
Oscar's job now.
Yeah.
Sorry,
for sure.
Oscar.
Yeah, for sure.
The Papaya orders must finally change.
Yes, they must.
Formula 2 as well, penultimate round, 2 more rounds of Formula 2
Cool.
championship. And I was going to look up the points to decide it's still not settled, and I can't remember who. The Italian Formula 3 champion is one of the championship leaders, and I can't remember, I should have researched. Sorry, Formula 2 drivers. I'll report on you next week.
We'll do it next week.
But also, more importantly for Britain, the
WC.
World Rally Championship final round in Saudi.
WRC, sorry, not WEC, WRC.
Never rally there. There's been rallies there before, but the World Championship has never been to there.
But everything's at finishing there now, as we've
there.
discussed many
There's
times.
this battle between Elfyn Evans, our Welsh wizard, and Sebastian Ogier. Ogier was only doing half a season this year, but then he decided he wanted, because he started winning. So he said, maybe I could win my 9th championship to equal Sebastian Loeb's 9 championships.
Yeah.
So I equal my French mate.
Yeah.
So he decided to stay, and he's now only 3 points behind Elfyn. Well, Elfyn, in the last 5 years, has had 4 runners up and 1 4th place. 4 runners up. Elfyn, it has to be Elfyn. Sorry, come on. And also, Kalle Rovanperä has a chance, mathematical.
Okay.
But because the point system in your rally world is so stupid, nobody can work out what would have to happen.
No, it's quite complicated,
for
isn't it?
Rovanperä to win it.
Yeah.
Because Rovanperä can win every day and everything, but then someone who crashes on Friday can come out on Sunday and get Sunday points.
And then win.
So it's impossible to work it out.
Yeah.
Also, the Aussie Supercar Championship will be decided in Adelaide this weekend.
Oh, brilliant.
3 races.
I want to watch that. I want to see
You
that.
have to get up in the middle of the night.
I know. I want to watch it.
3 races, and there's 4 riders. They've cut them down.
Yeah.
4 drivers.
Yeah, just like NASCAR, like the playoffs.
Well,
Yeah.
at least they've got 3 races, not
Yeah.
the best in one race.
Okay.
3 races.
3 races.
So that'd be very Adelaide, great track to watch. So I
Great.
wish I was down under. And finally, Southampton won 5-1 last weekend.
What are you talking about?
Football.
Oh, for God's sake.
Southampton.
Oh, we had to
We
end on
won.
that, didn't we?
We finally won. 5-1. That's it.
Sorry, guys.
See you next week.
See you next week. Don't forget the plank. Bye.
Don't wear down your plank. Don't wear down your plank. Cheers.